had we not clearly defined who we are, who we were in the market, and I use the word market here, and in the academy, market and marketing are not very politically correct words to use. There are a lot of folks in higher education that don't like those phrases because, and I understand that, they prefer to think of what they do as teaching what is pure and what should be taught irrespective of what anyone outside of the academy thinks is appropriate from a market perspective. And while I also agree with that, the reality is one has to convey to the world through communication what it means and why it's important and what is the value proposition of what you're doing. And so the question of why was Odyssey important and what role did it play? What it did was it codified and clarified who we were, what we valued, and in students' minds, it really helped to define for them what the value proposition was. What is it that they would get that was distinctive in their experience here at Hendrix? And so in that regard, it was invaluable, because if I was looking at 20 different choices in the liberal arts or 20 different choices among schools, and you've got to realize Hendrix, we found out in our studies and in our surveys and in our analysis that there really was no Hertz to which we as an Avis competed. We competed not against liberal arts colleges that were like us. We competed against vastly different types of institutions. We competed against University of Texas at Austin, University of Arkansas, University of Central Arkansas. So students were making choices between a Yugo and a Mercedes in our minds. And it was very strange to us to think about, how do you position yourself against such different choices, such radically different experiences? And so we, by defining ourselves in a very careful and very clear way, as saying, if you come here, we will guarantee you a hands-on experiential learning experience and in a demanding but supportive environment. That helped immensely in helping those students to make a choice for Hendrix. Had we not had it, I think the consequence would have been devastating for the institution.